On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Unexpected.
Not anticipated or regarded as likely to happen.
Examples:
An unexpected visitor. Some unexpected events. The unexpected rainstorm caused the collapse of the corral.
Attribute.
To say or regard that something is the result of a particular thing, noun, a quality or feature that someone or something possesses.
Examples:
Attribute the change to their marriage. Attribute directly to sales. He attributes the disappointing results to the economic downturn.
Tense.
Unable to relax because of being nervous or worried, stretched tight or rigid.
Examples:
Tense atmosphere. Have a tense face. This story makes me tense.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Calf.
A young cow, bull, or other domestic bovine animals.
Examples:
Baby calf. A calf elephant. The newborn calf stood on wobbly legs, trying to find its mother's milk.
Vein.
A blood vessel that carries blood from various parts of the body back to the heart, a mineral deposit or layer of rock that is contained within another rock formation.
Examples:
Spider vein. Collapsed vein. The nurse inserted the needle into the vein in his arm to draw blood.
Thrombosis.
The formation or presence of a blood clot that obstructs a blood vessel, thereby impeding blood flow and potentially leading to serious medical complications.
Examples:
Hepatic vein thrombosis. Thrombosis of the basilar artery. Prolonged sitting can increase the risk of thrombosis in the legs.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
Diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Incurable.
Not able to be cured, healed, or remedied, beyond recovery or redemption.
Examples:
Incurable patient. Incurable romantic. The patient was diagnosed with an incurable disease and given only a few months to live.
Economy:
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Fraction:
A small part or item forming a piece of a whole, the quotient of two rational numbers.
Examples:
A fractional share of the vote. A numerator in a fraction. He spent only a fraction of his earnings.
Progression:
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Chronic:
Being long-lasting and recurrent or characterized by long suffering, habitual.
Examples:
Risk of chronic disease. Chronic alcohol consumption. Chronic hyperglycemia is a trigger for a variety of serious diseases.
Lung:
Either of the two organs in the chest that people and some animals use for breathing.
Examples:
Lung capacity. Do lung transplantation. He has terminal lung cancer.
Cancer:
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Alzheimer:
A neurodegenerative disease that causes memory loss, cognitive decline, and behavioral issues, is the most common cause of dementia in older adults.
Examples:
Alzheimer's brain. Alzheimer's risk factors. My grandmother has Alzheimer's disease, requires special care and attention from her caregivers.
Diabetes:
A medical condition in which the body cannot produce enough insulin to control the glucose levels in the blood.
Examples:
Juvenile diabetes. Diabetes patient. My father was tested for diabetes.
Tremendous:
Very great in degree or extent or amount or impact, extremely good.
Examples:
Tremendous amount. Tremendous popularity. We had a tremendous time yesterday.
Advancement.
The development, improvement, or progress of something.
Examples:
Advancement of knowledge. Career advancement. Competition between countries resulted in fast technological advancement.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Evident.
Apparent to the mind, senses, or judgment.
Examples:
Evident to all. Plainly evident. With evident joy, he signed his name.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Probabilistic.
Characterized by the influence of chance or probability, involving the use of statistical models or methods to estimate likelihoods or risks.
Examples:
Probabilistic model. Probabilistic approach. In a probabilistic system, the outcome is uncertain and can vary based on chance.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Detect.
To find or recognize something, especially something difficult to see, hear, etc.
Examples:
Detect a bad event. Detect smuggling across borders. The security camera has detected 4 intruders.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples:
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Asymptomatic.
Not experiencing or exhibiting any symptoms of a particular disease or condition, even though the individual may be infected or affected by it.
Examples:
asymptomatic carrier, asymptomatic infection. The study showed that 1/3 of infected individuals could remain asymptomatic throughout the disease.
Undetected.
Not perceived or discovered.
Examples:
undetected cancer. Leave the house undetected. Doctors made mistakes, and diseases remained undetected.
Persist.
To continue to do and refuse to stop something despite difficulties or opposition, even if it appears unreasonable.
Examples:
persist over time. Persist in success. Consult your doctor if the symptoms persist.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Organization.
A group of people who work together for a shared purpose.
Examples:
organization chart. Agricultural organization. She is the president of a large international organization.
Presume.
To suppose or assume something to be true, often without sufficient evidence or proof, to take liberties, behave impolitely, or overstep one's bounds, often due to arrogance or ignorance.
Examples:
presume innocence. Presume on his tolerance. I presume you've already made plans for the weekend since you didn't respond to my invitation.
Identification.
The act or process of recognizing, proving, or designating someone or something.
Examples:
an identification tag for children. Personal identification number. Eye movements complicate identification by retinal scanning.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Apparently.
Based on what you have heard or read.
Examples:
apparently simple. Apparently unrelated. The police apparently believed this explanation was plausible.
Definition.
A concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples:
a precise definition. The definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Emphasis.
Particular importance or significance that is given to something.
Examples:
Emphasis on color. Lay great emphasis on policy. The spotlight gave the central figure increased emphasis.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples.
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Undergo.
To go through something unpleasant or that involves a change.
Examples.
Undergo surgery. Undergo a decrease. The train has to undergo rigorous safety checks.
Colonoscopy.
A medical procedure in which a flexible tube with a camera on its end is inserted into the rectum to examine the colon for potential abnormalities or diseases.
Examples.
Colonoscopy screening. Virtual colonoscopy. He had to undergo a colonoscopy as part of his routine medical checkup.
Colorectal.
Relating to or affecting both the colon equals a part of the large intestine, and the rectum equals a part of the digestive system, often used to refer to medical conditions of the lower digestive system.
Examples.
Colorectal polyp. Colorectal surgery. A healthy diet and regular exercise can help reduce the risk of developing colorectal cancer.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples.
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples.
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples.
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Radiography.
The use of X-rays or other imaging techniques to take pictures of the internal structures of the human body for medical diagnosis, evaluation, or research purposes.
Examples.
Digital radiography. Dental radiography. She underwent radiography for her broken arm to determine the extent of the injury.
Magnetic.
Having the properties of attracting or repelling certain materials containing iron or steel.
Examples.
Magnetic field. A magnetic tape. The magnetic force of the Earth keeps our planet spinning.
Resonance.
A deep, full, or reverberating sound or tone, a quality or feeling of a particular emotional or mental vibration or significance, a mutual or sympathetic connection or correspondence between two things.
Examples:
Resonance frequency, harmonic resonance. The singer's voice filled the auditorium with beautiful resonance.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Medium.
Of a size, amount, or level that is average or intermediate. Noun, a means or instrumentality for storing or communicating information.
Examples:
Medium color. An advertising medium. The medium-sized shirt fits him perfectly.
Overlook.
To fail to notice something, to watch over someone, to provide a view from above.
Examples:
Overlook a street. Overlook that fact. We cannot overlook an opportunity for great success.
Deplete.
To reduce something, especially supplies of energy, money, etc., by a large amount, to use up resources or materials.
Examples:
Deplete customer confidence. Deplete glycogen stores. If we continue to deplete the Earth's natural resources, we will cause severe damage to the environment.
Breath.
The air that is taken into and expelled from your lungs. The process of taking into and expelling air from your lungs.
Examples:
Hold your breath. Breath of wind. He bated his breath when talking about this affair.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Compose.
To write music, poetry, or formal writing, to constitute or make up a whole, or a specified part of it.
Examples:
Compose an essay. Compose my thoughts. The structure is composed of 3 main components.
Component.
One of several parts that combines with others to form something bigger.
Examples:
Key component. Spare components for cars. The researchers try to discover a common component in all types of successful organizations.
Nitrogen.
A chemical element with the symbol N and atomic number 7, which is a highly reactive element that forms part of many compounds, including amino acids and proteins.
Examples:
Heavy nitrogen, nitrogen absorption. Nitrogen gas is used to inflate car tires because it does not react with rubber.
Oxygen.
The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live.
Examples:
The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples:
Silver oxide. Combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Argon.
A chemical element with the symbol Ar that is a colorless, odorless, and inert gas, often used in welding and other industrial processes.
Examples:
Argon gas. Argon-filled light bulb. The light emitted by argon gas is often used in advertising signs.
Quantity.
The amount or number of something, magnitude.
Examples:
Half quantity. Residual quantity. In southward, the average annual water quantity increases.
Volatile.
Likely to change rapidly or unexpectedly, or being unstable or explosive.
Examples:
Highly volatile elements. Volatile markets. Their relationship was volatile and prone to sudden outbursts of anger.
Organic.
Pertaining to or derived from biological substance, producing plants and animals for food and other items without the use of synthetic chemicals.
Examples:
Organic soils. Eat organic food. Kidney is an organic component of the body.
Compound.
An item composed of two or more distinct elements combined, a chemical formed by the combination of two or more elements.
Examples:
Aquatic compound. Harmful compound. Common salt is a sodium and chlorine compound.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Exhale.
To breathe out air or vapor from the lungs or mouth, to release or emit something slowly or gently.
Examples:
exhale a big sigh. Exhale cigarette smoke. He took a deep breath and slowly began to exhale.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Firm.
Resolute or unwavering in decision-making or action, strong or secure in structure, make or composition, reliable, trustworthy, or dependable. Noun, a business or company.
Examples:
firm grip. Accounting firm. The firm deadline for submitting the project is tomorrow, so we need to work efficiently to finish on time.
Device.
A piece of equipment, tool, or technology that serves a particular purpose or function, often mechanical or electronic.
Examples:
electronic device. Tracking device. I always carry a backup device in case my phone runs out of battery.
Alcohol.
A clear liquid that can make people drunk and is used in medicines, cleaning products, etc.
Examples:
stop drinking alcohol. Diluted alcohol. There is a clear association between alcohol consumption and cognitive decline.
Ethanol.
A colorless, flammable alcohol that is produced by the fermentation of sugars and is commonly used as a fuel, solvent, and in the manufacture of alcoholic beverages.
Examples:
ethanol plant. Ethanol production. The production of ethanol can have environmental benefits if produced from renewable sources.
Concentration.
The ability to focus all your time and energy on one thing without thinking about anything else.
Examples:
concentration of armaments. His research area of concentration. This exam requires excellent concentration to pass.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Beep.
To make a short, high-pitched sound, typically as a signal or warning.
Examples:
beep out a warning. Beep the horn. The timer beeped, reminding me that the cake was ready to come out of the oven.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples.
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Correlate.
To have a connection or relationship in which one thing affects or depends on another.
Examples.
Correlate closely with the quality. Correlate to the size. We may frequently correlate age with the frequency of disease.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples.
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Skyrocket.
To rapidly ascend to a very high level, increase rapidly.
Examples.
Skyrocket the cost. Price skyrocketed. Production has decreased, but costs and unemployment have skyrocketed dramatically.
Substantial.
Fairly large in size, value, or importance.
Examples.
A substantial amount of capital. Have a substantial meal. The pandemic was a substantial business opportunity for certain companies.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples.
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Exposed.
Having no protection or shield from something, such as bad weather, attack, or criticism.
Examples.
Exposed to radiation. An exposed rock. Tech companies often employ exposed ducts and other materials in their office interiors.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples.
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Mixture.
A combination of different elements, substances, or entities, usually in non-uniform proportions, resulting in a homogeneous or heterogeneous blend of physical or chemical properties.
Examples.
Mixture of emotions. Perfect mixture. The paint was a mixture of different pigments to achieve the desired color.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples.
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Fingerprint.
A unique pattern of ridges and valleys on the surface of a finger that can be used to identify a person.
Examples:
Fingerprint at a crime scene. Fingerprint identification. The police used a fingerprint scanner to identify the suspect.
Metabolism.
The set of chemical reactions in cells or organisms that are necessary for life sustaining.
Examples:
Metabolism enzyme. Hemoglobin metabolism. Better sleep leads to increased metabolism.
Microbiome.
The community of microorganisms equals living things too small to be seen, that can usually be found living together in any given environment or the human body.
Examples:
Skin microbiome. Have a diverse microbiome. The gut microbiome is a major producer of serotonin, which is necessary for human mental stability.
Biochemical.
Relating to the chemical processes and substances that occur within living organisms.
Examples:
Biochemical reaction. Complex biochemical. Biochemical research is essential to understanding the complex chemical reactions in living organisms.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Composition.
The different parts of something's elements or ingredients, the way in which the different components are organized, a piece of music written by someone.
Examples:
Age composition of the population. The piano passages in the composition. Their innovative concepts were consistent across their bodies of composition.
Presence.
The fact or state that someone or something exists, occurs, or is present.
Examples:
The evidence of the presence. His majestic presence. The path to a solid online presence necessitates a high technical ability.
Absence.
The fact or condition of being away from a place where they are typically anticipated to be.
Examples:
Absence from work. A leave of absence. Another critical factor of child poverty is the father's absence.
Undeniable.
Not possible to deny, true or certain.
Examples:
An undeniable fact. An undeniable masterpiece. Her influence on teenagers is undeniable.
Miniature.
Being on a very small scale.
Examples:
Miniature camera. Miniature version. He did complicated pen and ink drawings like medieval miniatures.
Integrate.
To combine one thing with another so that they form a whole or work together. To accept equal participation for members of all races and ethnic groups.
Examples.
Integrate into the existing system. Integrate both businesses. He found that it is difficult to integrate socially.
Handheld.
Designed to be held in one hand, portable, and compact enough to be carried or used on the go.
Examples.
Handheld device. Handheld camera. The technician used a handheld tool to fix the machine.
Secondly.
Used to introduce the second point or item in a list or series of statements, considerations, etc.
Examples.
Secondly connected. Secondly, it is important. Firstly, we will discuss the budget. Secondly, we will go over the schedule.
Invasive.
Spreading very quickly, and often aggressively, and difficult to stop.
Examples.
Invasive breast cancer. Invasive species. The invasive disease can spread quickly and potentially cause a global pandemic.
Simplicity.
The quality or condition of being natural and plain or easy to understand or do.
Examples.
A life of simplicity. Refined simplicity. He liked the car because of the simplicity of the design.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples.
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Burden.
A duty, responsibility, etc. that is oppressive or worrisome, a load, typically a heavy one that is difficult to carry.
Examples.
Carry a burden. Burden of disease. That car has a low environmental burden.
Incentive.
Something, such as a punishment, reward, etc., that encourages a person to do something.
Examples.
Financial incentives. An incentive to work hard. They have no incentive to win the game.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples.
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Adoption.
The action or fact of legally taking another's child as one's own. The act of accepting with approval.
Examples.
Adoption assistance. The adoption of a plan. The adoption process can be long and difficult, but it is worth it for the love of a child.
Flexible.
Able to change or be changed to suit new conditions or situations, able to bend easily.
Examples:
Flexible schedules. A flexible wire. You can be more flexible and creative in your approach.
Nowadays.
At the current time, in comparison to the past.
Examples:
Young people nowadays. Not to be seen nowadays. People can clone a sheep nowadays.
Feat.
A notable or impressive achievement, especially one that requires great skill or bravery.
Examples:
Intellectual feat. Feat accomplishment. It is an incredible feat to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Destin.
To determine or set the course of something in advance, often in a way that seems predetermined or inevitable. To specify or choose someone or something for a particular fate or outcome.
Examples:
Destine us to meet again. Be destined to become a great artist. Some people believe that we are all destined for greatness.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Attractive.
Immensely appealing in look or sound, having characteristics or qualities that make something appealing and valuable.
Examples:
Attractive men. Attractive opportunity. The growth of the sharing economy is attractive for tech companies.
Contrary.
Acting in opposition to what is expected or desired.
Examples:
The clear contrary. Contrary evidence. The two sides argued their points, but the judge ultimately sided with the contrary viewpoint.
Restricted.
Limited in extent, number, scope, or action, especially by official rules, laws, etc.
Examples:
Restricted area. Lactose-restricted diet. The country has designated our products as restricted import goods.
Beneficial.
Helpful, useful, or sound, promoting or enhancing well-being.
Examples:
A beneficial result. Beneficial to all countries. Laughing is beneficial to our health.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Latter.
Situated nearer to the end of something than the beginning, recent.
Examples:
The latter part of the 20th century. The latter half of life. We plan to schedule the feature update for the latter 10 days of September.
Longitudinal.
Relating to or measuring along the length of an object or course or longitude, equals the angular distance between a point on any meridian and the prime meridian at Greenwich, running downwards rather than across.
Examples:
Longitudinal axes. Longitudinal data. The researchers conducted a longitudinal study on the effects of the new medication.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Glimpse.
A brief or partial view, the act of seeing something or someone for a very short time or only partly.
Examples:
A momentary glimpse. Passing glimpse. Our team caught a glimpse of the world-class technique in this game.
Decision maker.
A person who makes important decisions, especially at a high level in an organization.
Examples:
Policy decision maker. Act as a decision maker. A wealth of information does not always have a positive impact on decision makers.
Abnormal.
Not typical, usual, or regular, especially in a way that is bad.
Examples:
Abnormal heart rhythms. Abnormal cells. An abnormal climate in the region caused a sharp decline in grain harvest.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Dimension.
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples.
New dimension. The crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Pave.
To cover something with a hard, flat material such as stones, bricks, or concrete to make it suitable for travel or use.
Examples.
Pave a new path. Pave a smoother road. They paved the courtyard with bricks, giving it a more polished appearance.
Reliable.
Worthy of being relied on, trustworthy.
Examples.
Reliable access. Guarantee reliable delivery. Trains are reliable, inexpensive, and ideal for long-distance travel.
Sufficient.
Adequate, enough for a particular purpose or requirement.
Examples.
Sufficient time. Self-sufficient economy. That candidate does not have sufficient means to win an election with certainty.
Reproducibility.
The ability of an experiment, study, or result to be replicated or repeated by different researchers or laboratories, often seen as a key aspect of scientific rigor.
Examples.
Reproducibility measure. Scientific reproducibility. The researchers spent considerable effort to ensure the reproducibility of their experiments.
Valid.
Having a reasonable basis in logic or fact, still legally or officially acceptable.
Examples.
A valid contract. A ticket valid for 2 days. Your credit card is no longer valid.
Clinical.
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples.
Clinical surgery. Participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Baseline.
A starting point or minimum for comparing facts, the backline bounding each end of a tennis or handball court.
Examples.
Baseline budget. Establish a baseline. The products they sell are the baseline for performance in the industry.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples.
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples.
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
React.
To take action in response to something.
Examples:
React at a high temperature. React against his way of thinking. How did he react to your idea?
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly. To cause something such as a device, machine, etc. to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Proactive.
Acting in advance to deal with an expected difficulty or to take advantage of an opportunity.
Examples:
Proactive approach. Proactive about doing the task. The company implemented proactive measures to prevent future issues.
Detection.
The act of discovering or identifying the presence of something.
Examples:
Detection by the security software. Importance of early detection. This smartphone has a collision detection function.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Commercialize.
To make something available for sale or use on a large scale.
Examples:
Commercialize my patents. Commercialize idea. The company is trying to commercialize its new product.
Routine.
A usual or habitual way of doing things, a set sequence of steps, part of a larger computer program.
Examples:
Routine business. A built-in diagnostic routine. She studies gardening on a routine basis.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Certainty.
The state of being certain.
Examples:
Scientific certainty. Reach certainty about the theory. Through investigation, his suspicions hardened into certainty.
Dilemma.
A situation in which a difficult choice has to be made between two or more options, especially that are equally unfavorable ones.
Examples:
Chicken and egg dilemma. Be in a dilemma. The choice between bureaucracy and adhocracy represents a common dilemma.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
identify handwriting, identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
decide a question, decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
suffer a setback, suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Regret.
To feel sad, repentant, or disappointed over something you have done or something you have not been able to do.
Examples:
regret a decision, regret being so careless. I regret to say that you did not gain admission to the university.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
precise analyses, estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Overt.
Open, evident, or clear, especially in a way that is not intended to be secret.
Examples:
overt hostility, overt symptoms. His overt lack of enthusiasm was noticeable to everyone in the room.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Insight.
The ability to gain an accurate and deep understanding of people or situations, an accurate and deep understanding of what something is like.
Examples:
a profound insight. Share my insights. We gained various insights by analyzing the vast amount of data owned by the company.
Physiological.
Relating to the normal functioning of living organisms and their organs and systems, concerning the physical or biochemical processes and activities that occur within the body.
Examples:
physiological response, physiological activity. The doctor explained the various physiological changes that occur during pregnancy.
Scratch.
To cut or damage the surface of something or the skin with a sharp or pointed object.
Examples:
scratch off a name. Scratch my signature. Don't scratch your mosquito bites.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples:
Gender-blind policies. Dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Motivation.
The reason or enthusiasm for acting or behaving in a particular way.
Examples:
Understand his motivation. Motivation for a change. A significant amount of motivation is required to be a teacher.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically. Noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Hypochondriac.
Pertaining to or suffering from hypochondria, a condition marked by excessive anxiety about one's health and an abnormal concern that one has a serious disease, despite the absence of any physical evidence.
Examples:
Hypochondriac fears. Chronic hypochondriac. He always had a hypochondriac tendency, constantly worrying about his health.